Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now we start today's proceedings. I would request Fasi Ahmad Khan, the Executive Member Islamabad Chamber of Commerce and Industry, for the recitation of Holy Quran.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Now we will start the sitting with the national anthems. Now the first national anthem of Azerbaijan will be played. I will request all of you to please stand. Mr. Muhammad Shakib Ali, President, Islamabad Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Others are belong to different fields. They are from trade, they are from industry, and they are from manufacturers. The main areas of the main industries in Islamabad are pharmaceutical, steel, marble, steel industry, light engineering. Large number of companies for B2B meetings with the Azerbaijani companies, and we hope that we will get.
Azerbaijan, Mr. Yusuf Abdullah, Acting Executive Director, Export and Investment Promotion Agency of Azerbaijan, Dr. Khan Mamadev, Chairman of Management Board of Small and Medium Business Development Agency, Mr. Khurram Bhatti, President, Pak Azerbaijan Economic Cooperation Chamber, distinguished guests, respected members of business community, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu Alaikum. I warmly welcome to distinguished guests and respected participants to the Islamabad Chamber of Commerce and Industry Business Opportunities Conference, and thank you all for joining us at this occasion. I am indeed grateful to Honorable Mr. Sahib Mahmudov, Deputy Minister of Economy of the Republic of Azerbaijan, for his presence, which is a great honor for us. Respected participants, You are aware that Pakistan and Azerbaijan enjoy close and cordial relations which are based on common historic, cultural, and religious values. Both countries have shared perceptions on regional and global issues and cooperate with each other at international forums. I feel pleased to mention here that Pakistan was among the first few countries to recognize Azerbaijan after its independence from the former Soviet Union in 1991. The diplomatic relations between the two countries were established in June 1992, and since then, both countries have been enjoying good political and strategic relations. Both countries are celebrating the 30th anniversary of their diplomatic relations in June this year, and we will also cut a cake in this event to celebrate the said anniversary. However, the trade and economic relations between Pakistan and Azerbaijan are not up to the actual potential of both countries, despite the fact that they have good prospects to enhance economic cooperation in many fields. It is encouraging that Pakistan and Azerbaijan had agreed to establish joint ventures in all possible areas, including defense, energy, infrastructure, IT, textile, pharmaceuticals, and other fields. However, there is a need to take strong measures to give practical shape to these good initiatives. Both countries can further enhance cooperation in multiple sectors, including trade, industry, agriculture, energy, military, defense, security, culture, science, IT, education, health, and other fields in order to achieve mutually beneficial outcomes for their respective economies. Pakistan can export many products to Azerbaijan, including pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, surgical instruments, cutlery, electrical appliances, leather products, sports goods, sports wear, furniture, homemade crafts, food, accessories, ready-made garments, cotton products, engineering goods, consumer goods, rice, textile, fabrics, marble and granite, and tents, etc. Similarly, Pakistan can import oil, gas, cotton, and other products from Azerbaijan. Distinguished guests, Azerbaijan has signed many bilateral agreements for the promotion and protection of foreign investment and evidence of double taxation. We would like that Azerbaijan should also sign similar agreements with Pakistan. Both countries have institutional arrangement of joint ministerial commission which should be utilized to promote bilateral trade and economic relations. Frequent exchange of trade delegations should be encouraged by both sides to explore new areas of mutual cooperation. Both countries should focus on developing strong business linkages between their private sector to explore all potential areas of promoting business relations. Ladies and gentlemen, the geostrategic location of Pakistan provides Azerbaijan easy access to Middle East and other potential markets. Similarly, Azerbaijan is located at the crossroad of east-west and north-south transport and communication corridors. Therefore, close cooperation between Pakistan and Azerbaijan would provide them better access to many potential markets in their respective regions and bring multiple benefits to their economy. I would like to propose that the trade and investment promotion agencies of Pakistan and Azerbaijan should work in close liaison to identify the new opportunities of trade and investment between the two countries. We are glad that direct flight from Islamabad has started, which would help our businessmen to frequently visit Azerbaijan to further explore the possibilities of business in the areas of interest. Islamabad Chamber of Commerce and Industry did its best efforts for starting direct flight from Islamabad to Baku, and I am pleased that ICCI delegation came on the first flight. Ladies and gentlemen, the main purpose of bringing ICCI delegation to Azerbaijan and organizing Business Opportunity Conference here is to provide a platform to the business communities for both countries to interact and explore all potential areas of mutual cooperation. We have very experienced businessmen in the delegation, and I hope that this visit would contribute to promoting people-to-people contacts and business linkages between the private sectors of both countries. I look forward that today's B2B meetings between the business communities of Pakistan and Azerbaijan would provide them a good opportunity to exchange information for networking and future cooperation. I would suggest that Azerbaijan should also send its business delegation to Pakistan. That would help in further strengthening trade relations between the two countries. At this occasion, I would like to appreciate the efforts of His Excellency Mr. Bilal Hai and Mr. Khurram Bhatti, President Pak Azerbaijan Economic Cooperation Chamber, for promotion bilateral trade and investment between Pakistan and Azerbaijan. I assure you that ICCI will organize sector-specific trade missions on regular basis that would help in promoting bilateral trade ties between both sides. Taking benefit of this occasion, I would like also to appreciate His Excellency Khazar Faradov, Ambassador of Azerbaijan to Pakistan, who extended all possible support and facilitation to our delegation for visiting Azerbaijan. With these remarks, I once again thank all the distinguished guests and respected participants for joining us at this occasion and wish for growing trade and economic ties between our two friendly countries. Thank you very much. Pakistan, Azerbaijan, friendship zindabad.
Mr. Ambassador Bilal Hai, Your Excellency Mohammed Shakil Munir, Your Excellency Mr. Mabada, dear ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum. I'm very pleased. For me, it's immense pleasure to be here today on the stage and to welcome you all because everybody of us, we have a speech prepared by our colleagues, but I think that speeches, they really can make a mirror what we have in our heart between our two brotherly nations. Our countries cooperate in the political, economic, and cultural, defense, and other fields. And I should note that this kind of conferences with the participation of businessmen and women, both sides, provide great opportunities for expansion of our mutual cooperation. It's gratifying that our relations based on mutual respect, friendship, and brotherhood are constantly strengthening and getting stronger year by year. We, as ASPROMO, as the agency which is responsible for export and investment promotion, we also, one of our main direction, we organize such type of events, business forums, and round tables, and directly participate in such events. For your information, the last one was on March 9th of this year, the Pakistan Rice Tasting Festival, dedicated to the 30th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between Azerbaijan and Pakistan, was organized by the Embassy of Pakistan and Azerbaijan. The Pakistan-Azerbaijan Chamber of Economic Cooperation, PAKASCHAM, was established last year, and the chamber plays a significant role. And taking this opportunity, I would like to say thank you very much, çok sağ olun, to my brother Khurram Bhatti. Thank you. Despite the pandemic situation, we held many business forums, roundtables, between our businessmen, business people. And last of them was on April 2021, which was attended by officials from both sides, including representatives of more than 90 companies operating in the pharmaceutical, textile, industrial, food, and other fields. I will also mention and make an announcement that our agency as Promo will support the arrangement of an Azerbaijan, Pakistan, Turkey Trilateral Business Forum this year, and I'm confident that this forum will contribute to the development of relations between the three brotherhood countries. Actually, we have a distinguished guests, Your Excellencies, on the list as speakers, and I don't want to take much of your time. And once again, using this opportunity, I would like to invite the businessmen from Pakistan and from Azerbaijan to take this opportunity to meet each other, to talk to other. As Mr. Munir just said that, as that was a proposal that we can bring Azerbaijani companies from Azerbaijan to Pakistan. Actually, that was also idea of Ambassador, His Excellency Mr. Bilal Hayat. We've discussed it, and I do believe that in this year, in autumn, we will bring our businessmen to Pakistan. And of course, I would like to say that Ambassador, His Excellency Bilal Hayat, and our ambassador to Pakistan, Mr. Hazar Farhad, of course, will play a significant role to help and to create this platform in order to get a very good and fruitful result. So once again, taking this opportunity, I would like to say thank you for this invitation, for this platform to address to you, and would like to wish you all the best and good health, first of all, because we cannot say that the pandemic is over, but nevertheless, we see the people in the street crowded in the room without masks, and of course, it's very nice. So I would like once again to wish you good health and say thank you very much for this.
Host business community, of course, it's a good indicator with the existing potential between our two brotherly countries. I would also like to note our close relationships with Embassy of Pakistan in Azerbaijan and the Pakistan-Azerbaijan Chamber of Commerce, whose activities we have been supporting. Moreover, delegation from brotherly Pakistan have actively participated at the international scale events co-hosted already by our agency. Pakistani businessmen which came to Azerbaijan to participate at the International Business Forum, of course, it's very important for us, and we are here with you, our entrepreneurs also here, and we think that fruitful cooperation will be held. We have some issues, and of course, working in our small medium business development agency, which we are also can cooperate and establish in cooperation with brotherly Pakistani institutions. We have good institutional cooperation with the SME Development Authority of Pakistan, and are planning to conduct experience exchange and joint initiatives to bring our business people close together. I would also like to share with you with some of the mechanisms of our agency, which we can support both local and foreign entrepreneurs here in Azerbaijan. Tailored support tools are being implemented, including financial coverage of internal market studies, grants for research and development, and some innovation programs in Azerbaijan, and of course, as well as access of micro and small enterprises to large retail chains. All these financial tools and facilities, we can cooperate to our foreign partners who have registered company here in Azerbaijan, also for you, for brotherly Pakistani entrepreneurs. Of course, special attention we are paying to the digitalization of services which we can offer in our agency, and We promote innovation and encourage business initiatives. Of course, first of all, tax incentives are being offered through the startup certificates, which also we give in our agency. Businesses that have received a certificate are exempt from paying of incoming tax for 3 years in Azerbaijan. Public council under our agency covers 15 members, which are business associations, which also enable us to coordinate with wide network of entrepreneurs. Of course, we have good opportunities in liberated territories of Karabakh, where the priority sectors identified are in construction, tourism, mining, petrochemical, digital, transport, tourism, trade, and logistics. Among a total of nearly 1,200 requests to POBIAN from foreign companies wishing to conduct business activities in the Karabakh region, 4 came from Pakistani entrepreneurs. In June 2021, we met with Pakistani Nespa company and discussed opportunities for this company in future projects in Karabakh, including, of course, in the PPP format. In general, for those wishing to implement joint projects, we are here. Small Medium Business Development Agency are ready to closely cooperate with you. And taking this opportunity, I would like to once again encourage the business people present here today in our forum to establish mutual links and approach our agency for any assistance you may require in the future. Thank you very much.
I have Amadou, my brother Yusuf Bey, Your Excellency Orhan Bey, Your Excellency Mr. Bilal Bey. Thank you very much for gracing this event with your presence. And after that, on behalf of the Chamber, I would like to welcome my brother Shakil, who is the President of Islamabad Chamber of Commerce, and all our brothers and sisters from Pakistan. Thank you very much for visiting Azerbaijan, and we welcome you with our open heart. The relationship between Azerbaijan and Pakistan is very unique and strategic. It's unique in a sense that it's very rare to find this kind of warmth in the relation between the two nations. And it's strategic because just after a couple of years of independence of Azerbaijan, Pakistani President Farooq Ghari at that time visited Azerbaijan. And from there, they started the dialogue of increasing the economic ties between the countries along with the political ties. And just after the year, His Excellency, late President of Azerbaijan, Haidar Aliyev, visited Pakistan, where he met the Prime Minister at that time and signed 9 memorandum of understanding. And those contracts were of long-term strategic nature. From there onward, there have been various meetings among the leaderships of the country, and the will of increasing the economic ties has been established by the leaders. But now it becomes our responsibility as business entrepreneurs, as corporates, as chambers, and as agencies to actually take it forward. And today is the event where we are, inshallah, going to have more B2B meetings and try to engage not only in bilateral trade, but see the opportunities of joint ventures, see the opportunities of foreign direct investments in both countries, and also please see the opportunities of providing services to each other. There are a lot of areas where we can actually increase the bilateral relation in education, in outsourcing, in different professional sectors like medical, engineering, accounting, legal, and whatnot. So I would also encourage to engage because we have few companies from IT sector, and we have also requested some corporates from Azerbaijan, and we are going to engage them to have more engagement in the services sector. Before pandemic, the numbers of trade between the two countries were not that large, and it was around $25 million annual trade between the two countries. But of course, pandemic has hit, and the number has significantly came down. We believe that the relationship between Pakistan, Azerbaijan, and Turkey is such, as we hear in this country as well, that it's one nation, three countries. And we see that the economic relation between Azerbaijan and Turkey is, mashallah, very great. The annual trade between the two countries is approximately $5 billion. We also want to touch the three digits in $1 million very soon, and this is target of our chamber. And that's why we are engaging more and more corporates from Azerbaijan and Pakistan. It is also very important for my brothers and sisters from Pakistan, while they are considering the trade or direct investment or joint venture or services, please do not consider Azerbaijan just as a country. Because of its strategic location, when you make Azerbaijan as your business hub, you actually cover the entire region. Because Azerbaijan is linked with us through a land route as well, and is the closest country from that matter. And we encourage a lot of Pakistani businesses to actually start having their business bases here in Azerbaijan and then try to cater the entire region. Mr. President of Azerbaijan, Mr. Ilham Aliyev, is also very keen to increase the local manufacturing in Azerbaijan. Therefore, we are also encouraging our Pakistani corporates to start having the joint ventures with Azerbaijani companies, so that we can try to have the local manufacturing here and cover the local market as well as start exporting to the region. Few of the sectors like pharmaceutical sector, which is a very large sector from Pakistan. As I know, there are more than 800 pharmaceutical companies in Pakistan. They already have exports to Azerbaijan and many other CIS countries. So the idea is to start manufacturing here in Azerbaijan and then export from here to the other countries, because what you manufacture here under the special FDA go to other countries without any customs duty. So that's a big advantage if the manufacturing happens here. One of the key reasons of significant trade and increase in the trade between Turkey and Azerbaijan was a PTA signed, a preferential trade agreement signed between the two countries. And that has significantly increased the trade volume between food and agricultural products. Okay, I'm loud enough, I hope. So with this intention, the governments of both countries, and my special thanks to our ambassador, Mr. Chughtai, and the local ministers of Azerbaijan, who have initiated the process of signing the PTA between the two countries. We have initially identified 20 products from each side that will be deliberated, and if agreed, those 20 products will have special custom rates, or they will become custom free when we trade between the two countries. And I hope that will provide a great benefit. Apologies for that. To increase the trade between the two countries. As my brother Shakil mentioned, that there are various areas of focus. Of course, in this event, we are going to focus primarily on construction and real estate sector, pharmaceutical, and general trade, which includes textile and few other products. We will also focus on tourism and hospitality and IT sector. So these are the 4 or 5 sectors we are going to focus on, and we have sent the invitation. Special thanks to my brother Yusuf, who actually helped us quite a lot to invite many businesses, large businesses of Azerbaijan. Inshallah, we will try our best to have the best engagement. We are also focusing on agriculture, oil and gas sector, general hospitality, because in 2019, more than 40,000 Pakistanis visited Azerbaijan. That was a big success in tourism, and it became a reason of starting the direct flight because the direct flight became feasible. We want this number to grow significantly, at least become double in this year and next year. And we also would like to engage the tourism companies of the two countries so that we have this bilateral tourism. We want to invite our brothers and sisters from Azerbaijan to visit Pakistan and enjoy our great hospitality, and likewise we most welcome our Pakistani brothers and sisters to visit Azerbaijan more and more. As Pakistan Azerbaijan Economic Cooperation Chamber, we are there to support. We are there to support by arranging various events, meetings, conferences. We also arrange dedicated online sessions for B2B meetings or B2G meetings as and when needed. We can also provide a lot of local support, in terms of business and corporations and linking with the right organizations, linking with the right agencies, and also try to arrange the right referrals so that the businesses actually flourish without getting into any specific issues. And last but not the least, if any professional advice is needed, of course we are there to support. So with this, thank you very much, and we hope to have a great B2B session after the event. Thank you.
My brother Khan, President Sahab, Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Bhatti, Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Vice President, Aapko Assalamu alaikum, and I welcome all of you to this beautiful city of Baku. I don't have any prepared speech, prepared remarks, so I want to talk to you from my heart. And I have very straightforward, simple messages for our friends from Azerbaijan, the friends who are representing the business community of Azerbaijan, and also I have a specific message and request for our business delegation from Pakistan. So first, let me talk to our Azerbaijani friends who are sitting far behind. I hope I am audible and you can hear me. My message to you is that 30 years ago, when your country became a newly independent state and emerged on the political map of the world, you had to face multiple challenges from your adversaries. The territory of Azerbaijan was invaded and occupied by your enemies. At that time, in 1993-94, Pakistani diplomatic presence in the United Nations and in the UN Security Council came forward to help our brothers of Azerbaijan to present their case at the UN fora, and the result of those discussions and result of that cooperation in the UN was the adoption of 4 resolutions in the Security Council, which created a framework that Karabakh and all the adjoining areas were the legitimate and legal territory of Azerbaijan. And that the invading army and the occupying force had to leave the areas of Azerbaijan. That was a great victory at a diplomatic forum in which Pakistan very proudly played a very pivotal and critical role. And we know that our Azerbaijani friends remember that struggle and that cooperation at the diplomatic forum very vividly. Today, almost 30 years from that diplomatic cooperation, we are gathered here at the eve of 9th June, when we will formally complete 30 years of the establishment of diplomatic relations between our brotherly countries. in these 30 years, and especially by this evening's program, let me tell you and my brothers from Azerbaijan that we are transitioning from the phase of partnership in conflict and adversity to a phase of partnership for development and reconstruction and mutual partnership for economic engagement between the two countries. Mr. Deputy Minister, the presence of this large delegation from Pakistan who represent very senior and established business entities in Pakistan, it is a testimony that Pakistani business community and Pakistani business leaders are ready to now start a new partnership for development with our Azerbaijani friends and brothers. This is probably the largest business delegation after the COVID, after the post-COVID, and my brother is vouching for that. So that shows how seriously and how diligently Pakistani government and Pakistani private sector considers this beautiful country of Azerbaijan as their destination to explore business opportunities. And I also have a message for my brothers and sisters from Pakistan. I want to particularly acknowledge the presence of our women entrepreneurs from Pakistan. They represent the true force of Pakistan. They are half of Pakistan, and they are the real force behind Pakistan's dynamic business industry. And we are very proud to welcome you here. My message to President Sahab, Aapko, and to all my brothers and sisters from Pakistan, that you can consider Azerbaijan as your second home. That when you engage and talk to your Azerbaijani business partners, you can have this trust and confidence that you are talking to your own brothers, and that the business opportunities that will emerge from this conversation will be mutually beneficial for both Pakistan and Azerbaijan. It is understood, Mr. President, that all business transactions have two pillars. One is the people like you who represent the business community and who are the real drivers of growth and who are the real engine of economic engagement. But there is also some responsibility on the government officials, on the side of the government. And I want to assure you that government of Pakistan, I can speak on behalf of the government of Pakistan, that we are very serious and we are very committed to provide a conducive environment for mutually beneficial economic partnership with Azerbaijan. Previous speakers talked about the kind of agreements that we are working at present. The most critical of that is the preferential trade agreement, which once concluded will provide a very beneficial access to select products from Pakistan to the Azerbaijani market and make our products more competitive for Azerbaijani people. We are working very seriously on this agreement. At the same time, we are working to facilitate the challenges in the logistics of business operations. We understand that geographically, Pakistan and Azerbaijan are apart, and there are other countries in between. To overcome the connectivity challenges, the start of direct flights from Lahore and Karachi and now Islamabad is a humble effort on behalf of the government to facilitate tourism, to facilitate business and travel between the two countries. But at the same time, we are aware and we are mindful that big business cannot take place until we have economically viable and shortest route for land transportation of goods. And we are working with the government of Azerbaijan and with other partner countries in the region under the framework of PCO to conclude a transit trade agreement so that our land route can become operational, which will be really beneficial and cost cutting for the business community in both Pakistan and Azerbaijan. We are also aware of the challenges at the customs authorities on both sides, and I am personally involved in all the discussions that are taking place between the custom authorities of Azerbaijan and Pakistan, and we are going to conclude an MOU between the two customs authorities to facilitate the business transactions for both countries. So this was part of the government, and we remain mindful of that, and we will continue to follow and conclude those agreements which will provide a very friendly environment to our business community to engage and reap the benefit of mutually beneficial engagements and partnership in business. I don't want to take too much time, but my message to again all of you is that you are at your second home, and I look forward to the discussions after the common speeches between the business communities, which will hope will result in networking and making partnerships. And my request to our Azerbaijani businesses who are present here is that they should plan their next trip to Pakistan in the next coming days, and our delegation from Islamabad would be very pleased to host all of you in Pakistan, in Islamabad, and to show you. I am very confident that the future of our economic partnership is very bright, it has a lot of potential, and with the involvement and support of our brothers in the Economic Ministry of Azerbaijan and the commitment that the government of Pakistan is showing, we are confident that we will be able to benefit the true potential of this economic engagement in the near future. Thank you so much.
Mr. Shakil Munir, honorable guests, distinguished participants, I warmly welcome all participants on behalf of the Minister of Economy of the Republic of Azerbaijan. It's my great pleasure to meet my brothers, sisters from Pakistan. Thanks to the political wills of the heads of our states, our relations in all spheres growing day by day. Relations between Azerbaijan and Pakistan are based on mutual friendship and brotherhood principles, which is highly appreciated by the government of Azerbaijan and people of Azerbaijan. Diplomatic relations, as Mr. Ambassador mentioned already, between Azerbaijan and Pakistan were established 30 years ago. The number of high-level reciprocal visits, signed documents, and agreements between our countries play a vital role in development of our cooperation. We are ambiguously determined to solidify further our unity, empowered by our shared moral values and the will of our population. In 2000, by the order of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, the Intergovernmental Commission on Economic Cooperation was established between Azerbaijan and Pakistan, which plays an important role towards development of our cooperation. Pakistan expressed its firm position on Karabakh conflict and expressed its political support for us in the most difficult period in the history of Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan liberated its occupied territories and defeated Armenia during the 44 days war, and Pakistan has always been with us in this period. Azerbaijan people never forget this support from our brothers. Dear participants, the level of our bilateral relations between two countries are growing, as I mentioned, day by day. Trade relations are the integral part of our cooperation and plays a special role in bilateral economic relations. high-level political cooperation between our countries creates favorable conditions for further expansion of our relations. The main directions of our cooperation are such as defense, energy, infrastructure, information technology, health, pharmaceuticals, textiles, and other areas. Thanks to the works have been done in January, April 2020, the trade turnover between our countries amounted 9.6 million USD. Compared to the same period of 2021, the trade turnover increased by 2.5 times. We hope that these indicators will continue to grow in future because for that we have enough potential. Today, 2,238 Pakistani companies are registered in Azerbaijan. Investments from Pakistan amounted to 4.2 million USD, with the majority of the investments directed to non-oil sectors of the country. I would like to point out that in order to increase our trade relations, the opening of the trade house in Pakistan is considered feasible by the Azerbaijan side. Dear friends, liberation of the territories creates additional economic opportunities for investors to build their businesses in Azerbaijan. We are now implementing tremendous large-scale projects, including infrastructure projects and economic projects in our liberated territories. We are creating favorable conditions in order to attract foreign investors, including investors from our brotherly country, Pakistan. They are welcome. We announced our liberated territories as a green zone economy. There's green zone by its nature. The companies which are being invited and are going to implement their projects should refer to the green zone principles. We are implementing successful industrial policy in the country. Within the successful industrial policy, we are creating industrial zones and industrial parks. Within the industrial parks, we are proposing to our investors, it doesn't matter it's foreign or local, broad package of incentives for 10 years. They are exempted from paying taxes and custom duties. So it's one more advantage for investing to the economy of the country. We are implementing open door policy in terms of attraction of foreign investment. And to my mind, our brothers from Pakistan, business circles can consider these opportunities and start their businesses in Azerbaijan. We are, as a government officials, always at their disposal in order to provide any kind of support for our brothers. Of course, in development of economic trade relations plays Pakistan-Azerbaijan Chamber of Commerce cooperation as well. And promoting of Pakistan and Azerbaijan as a good and safe countries for investment, facilitation of trade and investment between the countries, analysis of existing opportunities are being done by this corporate Chamber of Economic Cooperation. Also, I would like to point out that our cooperation includes such goals as regular and sustainable expansion of bilateral economic relations and investment based on equality, partnership, and mutual respect, support for strengthening and intellectual development of business relations between two countries. Azerbaijan always improves business environment in the country, tries to introduce the best practices in our country in order to attract investors to create more favorable conditions for business circles. In order to meet global challenges, we created in Azerbaijan the affiliate center of the Fourth Industrial Revolution Center, which once more demonstrates our willingness to digitalize our economy, to introduce innovative economy in the country and modern technologies. So, not to take your time much, once more, I want to wish you all the success, and once more to express my gratitude for their presence here. And always, as a Ministry of Economy, we will try to do our best in order to create all relevant opportunities for our brothers from Pakistan. Thank you very much for your time.
Excellency,
Deputy Minister of Economics of Republic of Azerbaijan, His Excellency Mr. Bilal Hai, Ambassador of Pakistan to Azerbaijan, Mr. Yusuf Abdullayev, Acting Executive Director, Export and Investment Promotion Agency of Azerbaijan, Orkhan Mohammad Do, Chairman of Management Board of Small and Medium Authority, Mr. Khurram Bhatti, President, Pak Azerbaijan Economic Cooperation Chamber, Mr. Shakil Munir, President ICCI, distinguished guests, respected members of business community, Assalamu alaikum. I would like to thank our honorable dignitaries and ambassador of their presence and taking out time from their busy schedule to join us at the occasion. I also thank the respected speakers for the sharing their valuable thoughts to improve bilateral trade and economic relations between Pakistan and Azerbaijan. The visit of ICCI delegation to Azerbaijan is a very good beginning, and I am confident that this visit would start a new phase of growing trade relations between the two countries. We also look forward to welcome a trade delegation of Azerbaijan to Pakistan to further strengthen business linkages between our two countries. With these remarks, I once again thank you all for joining us at the occasion. Thank you.
having more than 6,000 members. We have 3,000 corporate members and 3,000 associate members from the different sectors. Islamabad Chamber represent all industries, all major industries who are existing in this jurisdiction of federal capital. We have major industries are in IT. We have marble granite. We have flour industry. We have steel industry. We have hospitality industry. We have construction industry. We have food industry. We have some good rice exporters. We have some fruit and vegetable exporters. So Pakistan have a lot of potential. Our delegation consists of 116 people and from different sector of business community. And I also thankful to Mr. Khurram Bhatti, President Pak Azerbaijan Chamber, and the Ambassador of Pakistan, Ambassador of Pakistan, Mr. Bilal Hai. I am also thankful to Ambassador of Azerbaijan in Pakistan, Mr. Khazar Farado, and his deputy head of mission. They cooperate with us to organize this delegation. I am also congratulate to Azerbaijan people that from Islamabad, first flight of raid from Islamabad BIA to Baku. On we insist BIA that they start working from Islamabad, and this was the first flight from Islamabad to Baku. Here in which hotel that we can interact with the business community of Islamabad Chamber, with the business community of Baku, and I think this will be very fruitful interaction between both the peoples of Islamabad and Baku.